Hello, everybody. I am Blaine Gilmer here for Southeastern 14 as we are talking about the top performers from the NFL Combine Day 1. You had defensive linemen and linebackers, and man, did some SEC guys absolutely blow this thing up, particularly Nolan Smith, the former Georgia Bulldog. Yes, I mean, Nolan Smith goes in there recovering from a torn pec that he suffered that cost him. He did it in the Florida game, so about midway through the year. So he missed the second half of the year, which kind of on top of that shows, man, just how good could that Georgia defense have been down the stretch if it was even full strength. I know he was missed against Ohio State, in particularly. Nolan Smith runs a 4.39 40, jumps 41 and a half on the vertical. Just an absolute skyrocketing day for his stock. Listen, I think he was a guy that was going to go top, 35, 40 picks anyways, maybe slip into the very early part of the second round because of the torn pec and the history like that. But with the leadership that he espouses, if you saw a video on social media of his Georgia teammates just going crazy after he laid down that what they thought was a 4.44 ends up being a 4.39 official time. Unbelievable. It just shows how much his teammates truly loved him there at Georgia. 4.39 40 at the size that he is. I think he's 6'5", 235 pounds. He's going to be an elite edge guy that'll probably go now. I would say maybe even late to mid first round. So Nolan Smith with a tremendous day in Indianapolis, helping himself out. He wasn't only Georgia Bulldog either. Robert Beal had a nice day down there as well. He had been training and telling people he'd been running in the 4.5s, but he ends up running a 4.48, which is a terrific time as well. He's a guy who led that 2021 team for Georgia in sacks. Tremendous player off the edge, but just with all the depth for Georgia and what they've produced over the last few years, a guy like Nolan Smith, a guy like Trayvon Walker, who was the number 1 pick. Now you got Robert Beal, who's going to kind of probably be more of a mid-round guy, but a fantastic performance there with a 4.48 40. Did well in the agility drills as well. And then, of course, a couple other SEC schools that represented really well. Byron Young from Tennessee. Listen, Byron Young is a tremendous story. He was out of the game altogether, working at a Dollar General. He goes and works out for Georgia Military College, a junior college, and ends up playing a little bit. Then COVID cancels the season, and it was a crazy story. But he ends up on Rocky Top and had a great career. He runs in the 4.4s as well. I believe a 4.46, and that is flying for his size as well. And he's going to be, a guy that has a chance to get some high second round, first round buzz as well. So Byron Young of Tennessee showing off the speed there. And then Owen Papo at Auburn. He's a guy who Georgia thought they were going to get coming out of high school. He's a Georgia guy, and he ends up going to the Plains over there. And credit to him for what he had to endure, going through all the Harsin ups and downs and things like that. He stuck with it the entire time. He didn't falter at all in his loyalty to Auburn. Had a fine career for himself individually over there. And he comes in and runs in the mid 4.4s as well. He was probably one of the more athletic of the true linebacker group that went, even running way faster than guys like Will Anderson that was in the high 4.6s. So I think that Owen Papo, Byron Young, Nolan Smith, and Robert Beal all helped themselves out at the NFL Combine Day 1. Make sure you're subscribed here on Southeastern 14 so we can keep you up to date with the combine results. We can keep you up to date with everything that's going on SEC football, baseball, basketball wise. Chris Lee, Blake Love will do a great job as well covering things. They've got bracketology going on. They've got baseball previews going on. So like I said, make sure you're subscribed here, turn on notifications, all of that good stuff. And we appreciate you tuning in to Southeastern 14. I am Blaine Gilmer. We'll catch you guys next time.